Okay, we're recording already. So this is the workshop, how to choose your 2021 goals from your essence and let go those that don't serve you anymore. You can call it like that. You can call it how to choose your life, your way, every decision you want to give from your essence. It doesn't have to be only the objectives of this year, of course. I would like to thank you very much, all of you that are here. I would like to thank Venus for this opportunity. And I would like to thank you also for the opportunity you're giving yourself to attend this workshop. There were, I think I'm hearing a lot of peeps from somebody. I don't know if it's you. Okay. I don't hear you, so maybe probably wasn't you.
It was my little girl because she was sick and now she's playing, but I put the microphone on.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about about today, it's what is essence, first of all, why to choose from it, how to connect with it, how to tell apart which objectives come from essence and how to let go those that don't, because probably they won't be the good choices for us. And this has a lot to do from acting from abundance or from love or from scarcity or fear, but we'll talk more about that in a little while. And then after that, we'll make a practical exercise. We'll need pen and paper, so if you want to grab it and have it ready, it would be perfect. Okay, I'm going to present myself. My name is Eva García Montiel. I'm from Barcelona, and I'm a coach because I want people to accept themselves, which is something that it sounds logical, but it's not that common maybe. And because I think they are wonderful and unique beings, and I want them to know that, and I want them to discover the light they have, to dare to look at it and to dare to share it with the world. So go for the dreams and share it with the world and be an example for other people to do that as well. And I want to share what I've done in my life to show you that I've had on a way it's like a standard kind of life. On the other way, it's a little bit adventurous for some people maybe. But intuitively, I think I've been choosing always from my essence, even if I've been doing very standard things sometimes. For example, I had this programmed life to do to study a major in university after high school. And after that, I should be working. I should find me a job. After that, well, the typical things, couple, to buy a flat and just live a simple life. Okay, I went to college, and I began studying economics because that was like what my parents told me, and well, I had that in my mind. So okay, I tried, but I saw that was not for me. So I changed and I went to journalism, which is much more like me because I'm such a curious person. I like everything. I'm interested about everything, and that career, that major, allowed me to do that. And besides that, during my college times, I spent a summer in London working, and I took an Erasmus in Sweden because I wanted more adventure. Then, okay, it arrived the time of going to find a job, and I said, okay, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it in Madrid. I don't want to be in Barcelona. I want something different. I'll go to Madrid. And from there, I found myself, besides working there for a while, I looked for exchange programs. And then I went to Germany and Iceland, but also working, I mean, independent, but having adventures as well. After Iceland, where I found my couple, we came back to Barcelona, and then I had a period of a very normal job. But then we took a break as well, and we went to the Canary Islands to live a few years. After that, came back to Barcelona, was the PA, the personal assistant of the chairman of a multinational, and there, where maybe it was another standard job, let's say an office job, I found a lot of spiritual people, and my trip through self-knowledge began. It was in 2007, and my first contact with coaching was in 2008 when I took some courses, also emotional intelligence and mindfulness. And after this company was bankrupt, which was in 2017, then I began living my life from, as I like to call it, from pure essence, because I didn't go back, let's say, to the system to find a normal job, another office job, which was what was expected for me. Also, maybe because I was over 40, so people began telling me, oh, you should find a job and finish your life in that job, because otherwise it will be so difficult for you to find a life and some income. But it didn't feel like that. So I decided I wanted to write. After that, that led me to draw and paint, which was something very, maybe the craziest things I've done in my life, because I've never done it when I was little, when I was a child. Well, as everybody does, but I didn't uh, feel like that was my thing. But I did it. I felt it. I did it. I allowed myself to do it. And that is what led me to coaching magically. Because um, in that period where I showed myself with my drawings and my paintings, and went to markets and did sold tote bags and everything, a lot of people told me, wow, you are inspiring me to do my things as well, and to live my life a little bit like I feel, and not like everybody else is telling me to do. So I thought, what could I do to do that, to keep on like inspiring people, but not only from my example? And I thought, coaching, I should study coaching officially again, and have the tools then to help the people to do that, to live their own lives, to be the creators of their life, choosing from what they really want and feel. Okay. All the things I'm going to explain, of course, I've learned them on courses. I've read books. I've seen videos, many things, but mainly I've experienced them. And the base of everything I'm going to tell you, besides I have experienced it, is based on the honor that I feel for the life we have, because I think it's magical. I think it's an opportunity, it's a gift, and I think we should honor it, and also honor the consciousness we have about this life and all the opportunities that this life and this consciousness, the free will we have, give us. So I would like to know from you, what do you think is essence? Would you like to write it in the chat? What is essence for you? Anybody? Let's see. The soul. In the other chat, in the Spanish one, some people say the inner child, happiness, somebody's, your beliefs, the connection with your soul identity, doing things from the heart. Right. I love it. Yeah. Um, I'm going to read a couple of definitions that I found on a couple of dictionaries first, and then I'll give you my definitions. But all of what you said, it's like, yeah, it comes from inside, it's from your heart, from your soul. It is like that. The Oxford Dictionary says, which is the definition is very similar to the Cambridge one. It says, the most important quality or feature of something that makes it what it is. The most important quality. Okay. In another dictionary, the word reference Random House, I found a philosophical definition, which is the inward nature, the true substance or constitution of anything, as opposed to what is accidental, phenomenal, illusory, etc. So inward nature and true substance. And the etymology, which is where this word essence comes from, it comes from Latin. It comes from essentia, which comes from esse, which means to be. So it's like the real being in ourselves. And my definitions, the ones how I like to define essence, it could be our most pure, original, and confident self. It's like our highest self, our ideal self. And I think it's like when we are kids, all kids are full of love, are curious, are joyful, are amazed and excited about life, and they feel capable of managing things, and they try again and again about what they feel. If they fall down when they begin walking, they stand up again and try again. Everything is perfect and marvelous. And I think that's like ourselves inside, really, in our essence, are and should try to keep on being, to live life with this kind of love and joyfulness. You could say as well that is your intuition, that essence is your heart, like you said, or your soul, or your spirit, or your gut. In English, you have this expression, no? Do things from your gut, from your stomach. And funnily enough, the neurology demonstrated that there are not only neurons in our brain, but also in our heart and in our guts. So probably that's why we say this and we feel it, that we feel this, that we do things from our heart or our guts. And not only because we like think, we are doing it from our mind. And I like to say as well that is the place, essence is the place where our desires and dreams come from. Something wonderful, isn't it? Okay. Let me drink a little bit of water, please. Okay. You could call it as well the purpose of life or of your life. Can I ask you, please, what would you say the purpose of life is, or the purpose of your life, if there is any difference? Let's see if somebody says something in the chat. What is the purpose of life? What do you think?
Of life in general, of our lives.
Let's go both, if it's
Oh
different.
my God.
Or whatever it came first to your mind.
um to live according our essence. Well, it's a bit like,
Mhm.
but I think if we do things from our essence and from what we are, that's to the purpose, I think.
Yeah. Somebody says here, being happy with what you do. Right. Just being happy with what you do. Um, do everything I like, which is very similar, being happy with what you do. Feel happy with ourselves. Live life with intensity and love for the experiences. Right. Yeah, I agree with everything you say. Marvelous. So, yeah, sometimes, especially these days, I think we define purpose or we relate purpose to the purpose of our job, and I think that is quite stressful. Of course, it would be perfect if we have the job of our dreams, but not everything is our work. So I like to define the purpose like just being conscious of the gift of life and just enjoy and experiment life as we feel is more connected with how we feel. So exactly how you said, it's like being conscious of this present that we have and just enjoy it. Just do the things that we like and feel good to us. So, and now I'm gonna tell you why I think. Well, tell me first. Why do you think it's better to choose from our essence? to live life from our essence, to choose things from our essence,
It makes us happier.
makes us happier, right? What else? We have something in the chat. Anybody else?
It makes us more successful, because if you think about success in a way that is connecting with your essence,
Uh-huh.
it's a more real successfulness. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, here we would go into what is success for you. But yeah, if success is living a happy life, of course. Yeah. So that's what I think also. I think it's choosing from our essence is what we should do because it's the only way we're going to feel well. And there's going to be coherence among what we say, what we think, and what we do. So what else do we need than that? And our life would be aligned with our values, which everybody or a lot of people talk about our values today. I think we could define them like our guides, our priorities. They can change among depending on the period of our life, but it's the guide and the filter that we use to make all the decisions. For example, if my values are enthusiasm, honesty, creativity, adventure, relationship with the others. If there's a part of my life that don't have those values, or if I choose something that don't have some of those values, then I won't feel well. And actually, is this if is choosing from our essence is the only way we'll feel well, because otherwise we're gonna feel discomfort in some way. We're gonna feel restlessness or malaise, or even we can become ill if we don't listen to, if we don't do what we are feeling that we should do. So if we choose from this ideal self, we're gonna feel thankful for all the opportunities we'll have, because we'll also see opportunities everywhere. We won't be afraid of taking decisions, and we will be like confident of ourselves, and won't care about what others say. We won't be scared about what other people are going to judge what we do. We will be aligned. There will be coherence in what we think, say, and do, and everything will be perfect. So that's a very good reason to choose from our essence, because we have to be the owners and creators of our life. And doing that, as we said before, we can inspire others to do the same. And it's marvelous that it can be contagious. So it's perfect. Let's do this. So everybody gets this happy illness. And why should we live the life of others actually? There's no honoring the opportunity of the life we have if we do that, if we do things that others tell us or society tells us. I know sometimes it's difficult not to, but we should be conscious of why we are choosing everything. And let's try to not overshadow ourselves, because sometimes we say yes to other people, okay, we'll do like you say, but then we're saying no to us. And that can be painful. You are like overshadowing yourself, and your life is not to overshadow yourself, it's to shine and to put yourself out there and share that light that all of us have. So, how can we connect with our essence? I'm going to give you some tips to do it. It's just actually is opening our awareness to see how we feel ourselves, to know ourselves better. And sometimes we feel some emotions that we call bad emotions, but all emotions are good, even if they are not comfortable. Maybe we can call them comfortable or uncomfortable emotions, but all of them are perfect. All of them are telling us something about us. what we are feeling. If we are feeling uncomfortable, let's take a look to them. Why are we feeling like that? They are giving us clues. So let's not hide them. Let's pay attention to them. All of them are going to give us clues to know what we should change in our life. Ideally, we should feel this, we should understand our emotions, the uncomfortable ones mainly, uh, as easy as we feel hungry or thirsty. That should be the ideal. It's difficult, but we can practice, and we'll understand us more and more, and then it will be easier to choose from this essence, from what we really want, and not condition with what somebody else's thinks and tells us to do. Sometimes we have that so integrated in us that we don't even know that it comes from somebody else. But if we feel ourselves, if we pay attention to those emotions and those uncomforting moments, we will get a lot of clues to know what we should do. We should raise awareness of automatisms, and ask ourselves, this, for example, is related a lot with the goals. Everything we choose, we should ask ourselves if we really want that in our life. Because we are doing a lot of things, eating or reading or watching something or learning something, just because maybe it's a tradition, or it's become a habit, or because somebody else's does and we think it's on fashion and we do it. But sometimes we'll be good, of course, but sometimes maybe we'll feel stressed because we have to do this or we have to do the other thing, or otherwise we won't be successful in our business or in our life. Everybody, each one of us can have a different life. We don't have to follow any path. We have to choose our own path, our own ways of experiencing life. Um, so ask yourself, am I choosing from a conscious place? Would I do this? Would I choose this? Would I eat this? If I put conscious on it, would I choose that or not? And do I really want this in my life? And create space for what you really want in your life. Create that space and make that a habit. Because these things are gonna make you feel good. And if you feel good, you're gonna look for more things that make you feel good. And this is gonna be a habit. And we know today that our brain is neuroplastic. So maybe we have some habits since that we learn when we were little kids, because we have to feel love and we have to be accepted from our families. And but now we are adults, and maybe we don't need those anymore. It's difficult to erase them, but we can practice. We can put awareness and then practice and choose what makes us feel good, not what is not serving us anymore. So we can also use some auto coaching, as I like to call it, basic questions, which are: how am I now? Where am I today? What do I want, or how do I want to feel? And how do I fill that gap? What could I do today? Today, a little step that I could do today, from going from how I'm feeling or what I'm doing to what I want to do or how I'm going to feel. Those three questions can be very, very, very powerful, because it makes you be conscious of your situation and what you really want. And I would suggest as well to create spaces for silence and to listen to yourselves. For example, with meditation or going for a walk, or just putting some music, and or going to nature or writing. I know I'm very connected to writing. That's why I'm offering a self-knowledge through journaling course through Venus. Thank you, Venus, again for this chance of offering this. Um, of course, as I said before, you are unique. You don't have to follow paths from other people, even if it's maybe the easier way. But if you feel some discomfort, if you feel that that is not your way, please listen to you and choose your way. And don't be afraid of being alone or being accepted by the rest of the people. maybe it's difficult because your family doesn't agree or the people around surrounding you, the closest ones don't agree. And maybe you have to fight a little bit to follow your path. But at the end, if those persons are worth it, they'll respect you and they'll be happy because you're happy. And otherwise, you can create your own tribe and just get closer and find those people that are vibrating more like you do and that have like yeah, thoughts similar to yours. So just feel and act, and of course you have the right, you deserve to live your own life, and just take responsibility of your life, of this gift that we have, and choose and go for your dreams and celebrate it. So there are two sentences, two phrases from Oscar Wilde that I love. One is, life is too important to be taken seriously. If you take life a little bit like a game, because it's worth it to play it like a game. It's so important that we don't have to take it that seriously. We have to take it like a game. Like, we don't call problems, we call them situations. And wow, it's like a challenge. How do we solve that? And we are resourceful enough to solve anything we have in our lives, we encounter in our life. And the other sentence from Oscar Wilde is, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Of course, who else should we be than ourselves? So go ahead and be yourselves. That would be lovely. And one more thing, how to tell apart which objectives come from the essence and how to let go those that don't serve us anymore because they don't come from essence. This is where I'm going to explain you the difference between acting from love or abundance, something that we hear so much today, abundance, or acting from fear, which is scarcity. So I will recommend you to go through all our objectives, again, the ones you have for 2021, or anything that is in your life today, even any tiny task that you have in your agenda, and ask yourselves if you are doing those from a place of fear or scarcity, or from a place of love and abundance. And how do you know the difference? Is if you do something from fear, from a place of fear or scarcity, that is very connected with low self-esteem and low self-worth. Um, you do things so that other people accept you and don't criticize you and approve you, because it comes from a place of some kind of not enough. I'm not pretty enough, so I need those clothes. I'm not uh, I don't have a status enough as I would like to, so I'm gonna buy this more expensive car, more expensive house, more expensive clothes. You do things so that's like to match other people's expectations, and we don't have to match anybody's expectations. We have to choose our own ones, and also don't be that perfectionist with your own expectations. Just flow a little bit with what comes in life to you, because you'll see that life, like Tony Robbins say, life happens for you, not to you. For you, everything is an opportunity to turn it around and to take profit out of it somehow. And if you act from a place of love and abundance, your self-worth, it means that your self-worth is very high, and you are appreciating life, and you are appreciating all options life gives you, and you feel thankful, you feel capable, you feel calm, and you feel empowered with every decision you do. But you don't depend on what other people are gonna think about you, or if they are gonna criticize you. You are so aligned with what you want that you feel empowered to choose it and do it. And then you feel very close to happiness and to your higher self. What else should we have here? Yeah, you can ask with all these objectives, what for are you doing them? With which intention are you doing it? This is a question that we ask a lot in coaching. with which intention are you doing this? And with every answer that you get, ask again, with which intention do I want this? Do I do this? And at the end, probably you will come to a feeling. So the next advice is like choose from how you want to feel, because maybe you do lots of things. At the end, it's just to feel free, to feel happier. Then begin asking yourself, how do I want to feel? How do I need to feel? And then choose your objectives from that place. They will be more connected with what you really want and are. And don't give the power to others. Everything that we say, I should do this, I'm supposed to do this, those come from outside. Those things are like expectations that you want to accomplish for others, but don't really come from you. And it's like also when you're saying a lot of times no to your dreams, but please don't do it. But every time we use a but in our sentence, yeah, I'd love to do that, but blah blah blah, or when I have more money, when I have more time, I'll do that. All of those are like saying no to your own dreams without daring to try to to do them. So don't say no to yourself. Let life say that, or circumstances, and see where it takes you, but don't be yourself the one that says no to your life. And get rid of the rest. Get rid of those things that don't serve you, that don't make you happy, that are saying are making you say no to your dreams, or that you're doing for other people. uh, like we said before, let's honor our life and the opportunity we have, and all the opportunities we have because of being here. So um, that would be it. The message is be the owner and creator of your life. Now I would like to do an exercise with you guys, but before the exercise, I would like to know if you have any comments, any questions, if you disagree with something that we told, that I said, or yeah, tell about some of your cases maybe. Any comments are welcome. How did you feel hearing all of those things? Do you feel you live quite close to your essence, for example? In what percentage? Anything would be good to hear.
I, I think if I remember from being a child, I was always thinking about bringing joy. I used to, everywhere I used to go, I used to make people laugh. You know, that was like something I used to love doing that. And I think with time, I forgot this person, and now I'm starting to go back to that again, but little bit by little bit, and then pulling back again. And I think that the thing about the essence is I haven't been for quite some time done anything from my essence, and I'm starting to do that again. But it's difficult when you've lost your essence for quite some time. I think it's a bad habit, and I think this is what you did. You know, going away of negative thoughts. I have a lot of those in my head, like, oh, I'm aware of them, but then to stop, you know, it's difficult because, oh, here's another one, stop, here's another one. It's very hard once you're in that sort of like habits of, you know, again, negative thoughts. I think it's, yeah, that's it.
But it's a great step that you at least are aware of them. That's the first step, to be conscious of it. So congratulations on that. Now, now becomes now you have to take the part of creating the new habits, taking that one, hey, stop, watching you from outside and see, hey, I don't want to react like that. I choose to do this instead, and be very conscious to what you choose then. Like not reacting, like we say in coaching also, not reacting, but responding from the consciousness, from yeah, being like an observer, like stopping for 1 second and then choosing your response, not reacting automatically.
Yeah, because the other thing as well, like talking about reasons to do something, there will always be reasons not to do something. So you will always find reason not to do something. And it's actually quite scary how many you can come up with. So that's trying to find the other side, you know, how many positives you can come up with to help you. So
yeah, we have to create those spaces to do these things, because yeah, otherwise with how quickly we live life, it's so easy to find some other things to do because there are so many. Or even if we just take the phone to answer a message, then we'll just lose half an hour very easily. But if we like take the, how do you say, compromise? We agree with ourselves. No, this, even if it's 5 minutes, these 5 minutes are for me. Of course, if it's longer, but these 5 minutes are for me. And I would suggest to make that, try to make that as a habit, and find this at least 5 minutes every day. Every day, some space for you, and that will be a habit that you are reinforcing yourself, and you are reinforcing these neurological paths as well, connections, so that you make a habit of it. And as I said before, if you begin doing those things, you will feel so well that you will want more and more and more. And then those spaces will grow up, and it would be also automatically that you say, hey, no, that's my time now, bye. And you respect it because you respect your life and your worth and everything. So yeah, you're worth it. Great, thank you. Anybody else would like to say something? Well, I'm curious, Anne-Cécile. You said, yeah, during some time you left your essence away, and how? What happened? It was just life, or
yeah, I mean, there have been a few deaths. You know, I became my mom died in 2008, and I became really sick. So it was a complex relationship. And I carried this for a long time. And then last year I had a problem with I took cortisone and I became really anxious, and I had PTSD from all this. So I had therapy. So I think that was a good way to discover why and going back. So now it's like I'm discovering myself again. But I think a lot of us carry this, you know, things that happen in life, a death, childhood issues, all of this that destroy who you are within. And this is what happened to me. I became sick. Actually, I had Crohn's disease because as a result of all this. But yes, so I think it happens to many people. Many people are very anxious. I think particularly now in 2020. I don't think I'm alone in this. You know, this is, you know, I think very common story. I think, but yes, so I think that's the reason.
Yeah, and sometimes we talk very badly about those times that we are sick, but we should be thankful because at the end it's like where our body is stopping us, and that is a way of making us conscious to what's happening there, what should I change, and it's perfect. So yeah, we should be thankful to those things, like to the bad emotions that I said before, the uncomfortable ones. They are giving us so many messages that we should listen to. Yeah, great, thank you.
Eva,
Yeah.
we have a comment of Elena. She missed the first half of the meeting, but what she is asking, she says, maybe you already covered this, but my question would be, how do you go forward if you don't know which direction to take?
Yeah. In these cases, when you feel very lost and you don't know what to do, it's just begin doing things that are good for you, that you like doing, and creating those spaces that, as I was saying to Anne-Cécile, if you begin creating those little spaces, even if it's 5 minutes every day for you, to get connected with yourself, to feel yourself, to do those things that make you feel good, those little by little will, like, in a way, liberate your mind, or clean your mind. In a way, you'll be more connected to you, and you'll start find out what are the next steps. And it's just following what it feels good for you. That's a very good start. Does it serve you, Elena? Or if you want to ask something more specific, please go ahead. Otherwise, yeah, thank you. She says thank you. Okay. Anybody else has any comments? Okay, otherwise we'll go to this little exercise, which is a little meditation. But I want you, if you have pen and paper by your side, it would be perfect, because after the meditation, I'm going to ask you to write a couple of minutes about what you felt and these things. So let's close our eyes and let's breathe deeply through our nose, but then let go through your mouth first. Again, inhale with your nose and exhale with your mouth. And let go through the mouth all this stress that you've been getting from the day. So let's breathe again in. Inhale, exhale. Now put your shoulders up, close to your neck and to your face when you inhale. And when you exhale, let them go down. One more time with your shoulders up. Inhale. And down with your shoulders and let go through your mouth. Now let's take a couple of inhales and exhales just through our nose. We can move ourselves a little bit if we feel like it, like maybe letting go a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Now imagine that you are in your favorite place in nature. You are walking there very calmly, feeling very happy, very full of joy. It can be the beach, it can be a mountain. Just choose your favorite place and breathe it and take it inside of you. Feel that joy of being there, that privilege of being in that wonderful landscape, this favorite place of nature of yours. And feel how everything is around you. Feel the temperature. See the colors that the landscape has. Hear the noises that they are there. And breathe it. And own it. And mix it with your joy. You are part of it. You are part of that nature. Feel this privilege, being there and choosing to be there. You're choosing to be there and you can go there whenever you want. Feel the climate. It can be the sun in your face or the wind. It can be a light breeze or it can be a very strong wind that it makes you feel clean and peaceful and relaxed in a way. You can feel rain in your face. You can feel snow, whatever you feel like, whatever you like most. And breathe it and own it and mix it with this fulfillment that you feel, this joy. Now you see somebody coming to you, a person walking very calmly and full of confidence. It's walking to you. It gives you very good vibrations. You feel very attached to this person. You feel that this person is full of love and joy and confidence. And now you have it in front of yourself. And it's you. It's you. It's your higher self. This higher self, this essential you that is full of this joy and happiness and confidence. It's you. You give each other hands. Hold your high self hands. and smile to each other, and you look into each other's eyes. You breathe together, holding hands. You feel all this confidence and joy and pure love that this high self of yours shows and irradiates. Now you hold each other, and this high self tells you something, whispers something in your ear. Feel it. You embrace each other, and your higher self now becomes you. It goes inside of you in the form of a golden light, and it fills you, and you feel the warmth of this golden light through all your body. You feel the same confidence and joyful and love that this higher self was irradiating. And it's you, it's inside you. You feel this warmth, especially in your chest, in your heart. You feel like a little ball, golden ball there that irradiates this golden light that fills all your body. Breathe it, inspire it, inhale it, and let it own you. And you own it. It's there, it's you, and you can reach it anytime you want. This confidence and this joy, this love, this empowerment, it's there, it's in you. Breathe it. Inhale. Exhale. And now open your eyes very smoothly and return to where we are. Recognize the space. Okay, so now grab the pen and paper and write for a couple of minutes what this person, this higher self, told you, whispered to you, and how did you feel. I'll give you a couple of minutes to write it down, and then we'll get back to our chat. You can write what you felt when you met your higher self, what she told you. And you can take the chance to dream big now. Dream with no limits, with no fears. What would you do? What would you choose to do? What would you like to have in your life if you were not afraid of rejection? If you have no limits of any kind and no fears, what would you do? Honor yourself and let everything go on the paper. Expand your chest and dream big. And not everything is doing. Maybe you choose quitting doing things because you need more time for yourself. You need more space for yourself or to be with your family. Not everything is doing. And dreaming big, it doesn't mean you want to have millions of euros and big houses and big cars. Maybe it's just having, as I said, more time, more connection with other people, to dedicate yourself to your hobbies. Write as well what you felt during this meditation, and what did you feel when you felt this higher self, and what did it tell you? To dream big, it can help you to think, for example, what would you like to do before you die? Or how you would like to be remembered when you die by those that surrounded you? And just let go in the paper. Nobody's judging you. Just let go. And write as well, what can you do today to approach one of those things that you wrote that you would like to have in your life, that you dream to have in your life? But your dreams can come true with the right strategy. Everything is possible. If that objective really comes from your essence, everything is possible. Okay. So, anybody would like to share something in the chat, or take out the microphone and say it? What did you feel during the meditation, or what are your big dreams? What do you want more of in your life? Sometimes it helps to say, what do I need more in my life? And then create those spaces to have that. Because what do I want? Maybe it's more connected to what is expected from us, but what do I need is more maybe connected to what we really feel that we need and we want. Okay. Anybody would like to share a little big dream, or what the highest self said to you guys, girls? I know it can be quite private.
I can tell something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I before we start, I start to make a walk, to make a walk, as I do every day, and I was listening you, and I was not paying attention in the distance that I was walking. And I really walk a lot of kilometers. And when you start the meditation, I was actually in the middle of in the middle of the forest.
Wow.
Yes, and I could do the meditation while I was walking in the middle of the forest. It was quite and we're talking about the colors, the smells, everything was so present because I was here, you know. I was feeling in the right moment.
Love it.
And yeah, was a very nice experience doing like that.
Great.
Yes, and what the highest self told is that just trust in life.
Just
trust in life.
Trust in life, yeah.
Yes, and I have a lot of dreams that I want to conquer. A lot of dreams that I want to do. So all this information pops up in my mind, and yes, was wonderful. It's just trust life, anything more.
Great.
And the dreams just it's like as soon as I move through life, the things happen in the way that the dreams come true. Yes, just don't think too much. just do what you love to do.
Right.
That's the main point.
Great. Just feel it. Yeah, just feel it. Don't think too much.
Yeah.
Trust life. That's right. Trust life. I love that as well. Just feel confident. Everything will be as it should be, and you will find opportunities no matter what happens to you. And when you are that open to life, everything is magical. Then a lot of synchronicities begin to happen.
Yeah.
you have an intention clear, even if you're open to what it can happen, wow, the opportunities are really amazing because you are open to them and then you see them all around. And it's amazing. Yeah,
Yes,
I love that.
yes, that's what happened. So, in during these minutes that you were talking, but I walk so much, uh, so many kilometers, but I was not paying attention to the walk. I was paying attention to what we say. You were saying,
Uh-huh.
and it's like the energy brings me to here,
Mm.
and it's like where I like to be. It's in the middle of the forest, even it's so dark. That's why not the camera on, because you will see nothing. And the moon is full,
Oh, yes.
but the trees just, but in the middle of, there is some holes with the light of the moon. It's so beautiful. The smell is wonderful.
Great.
So thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing. And I'm
You're
so,
welcome.
I'm so happy for you to have lived this experience in the forest with the full moon. Wow, amazing.
Yes,
Love it.
it was quite amazing.
Great. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Somebody else would like to share something? As I said, I think it's a little bit private, but okay. I'll share now just to finish. Well, I would recommend you, if you feel like writing a little bit more when we finish now in a couple of minutes, please go ahead and let all your big dreams explode and go for them and just create those little spaces for yourself every day so that they become a habit and then you increase them more and more and more. And I just want to finish with one sentence from Marianne Williamson, but that a lot of people relate to Nelson Mandela, which is because he used it in his inauguration speech when he was president of South Africa in 94, I think it was. The sentence is this one. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frighten us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. You can substitute this for universe if you want to. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not, God, universe, whatever you want to choose here. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So, this is the end of the workshop. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it served you somehow to be closer to your essence and to choose everything from your essence and let go what is not, because we need to honor ourselves and the gift of life that we've been given. So there it goes. Thank you, Venus, again for this chance. Kata and Sonia and Deborah.